Alright, so Season 7, Episode 1 review here. This is going to be a spoiler-filled review, but before I get into this review and talk about it for a few minutes, how about we just all stop, let's just gather ourselves, let's collect ourselves, let's everybody get their water, let's get this in, let's take this in. Aquafina, this is good water. Let's talk about it, let's talk about this. This was a crazy fucking episode. Let's talk about it. Let's get into this. Okay, shit. Alright, so if I'm going to talk about this episode really quick, where do I start? Okay, so personally, I do not think, or I did not think after watching this episode, that Season 7 would be better or as good as Season 6. Because Season 6 was pretty damn good. But this episode was fucking great. Season 6 left us off with the crazy cliffhanger after Negan started beating someone's head in. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, he's a fucking bad. I'm gonna end up leading into him being my favorite character in this show now. It's just something about great bad guy characters that I love. It's when you have a great bad guy character that can equal a great good guy character or a great good guy characters. It can only make the show better. It makes the show unpredictable. You don't know what's coming next. You don't know what's going to happen. It can only lead to great things when you have a equal or better bad guy than you have good guy or good guys. And Jeffrey Dean Morgan is great as Negan. The performances in this show were some of the best acting I think I've ever seen in any episode of Walking Dead this far. Andrew Lincoln, he kills it as Rick. We know this for years. We've known he kills it as Rick, and I'm probably all over the place right now, but emotions is all over right now for me despite getting my water in. But it's something about that cry or that plea or that beg from Rick when Negan wanted Rick to either cut off Carl's arm or everyone dies. It's something about that where I looked at Andrew Lincoln a little differently tonight, and I always knew he was a great actor, but God damn, was that everybody was great tonight, but it was something about that cry out and that beg of him to Negan that it really hit me really hard. Okay, so I'm one of the people that don't read the graphic novel of this, so I did not know who had died. In my mind and in my prediction, I thought it was Eugene. I thought it was Eugene that got his shit pushed in by Negan, but it was Abraham, Abraham is personally my favorite character, or one of my favorite characters besides Morgan. And way back then, when Shane was in the show, he was my favorite character. There's something about Abraham that I absolutely love. I don't know if it's the mustache or his coats or the way he carries himself. I think it's the way he carries himself that really made me fall in love with that character. And if we're being honest here, as much as Daryl is a fan favorite to many people that watch this show, we gotta think we don't gotta think it is Daryl's fault that Glenn then got his shit pushed in by Negan also. Being a fan favorite is totally understandable. From the very first episodes of Glenn to now Glenn's death in Season 7, the growth of his character was just so nice to watch. It felt really natural. In closing, guys, this was a great episode. The group is devastated. They're lost. Usually, I think it was a really huge moment at the end when Rick just said, "What do we have? What do we got? They have an army." Usually when issues come across for this group, Rick has some answers. He has some plans. Maybe other characters don't like him. Maybe you don't like the plan that Rick has, but Rick always has some kind of plan. But here, even Rick really doesn't have a plan for Negan. And I love that. I just love when main characters are in issues like this. You just don't know what's going to happen next. This was a great episode. Guys, get in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about this episode. It's a lot of this. It's like someone said afterwards, you can see where the show is definitely, it's kind of changing, where it's probably pretty much being two Walking Deads now. Is going to be a before Negan and after Negan. And if it's as nasty, gruesome, dirty, hard-hitting, in your face like this one was, I'm totally for it. I am totally for it. This was just a great episode. Andrew Lincoln killed it. Jeffrey Dean Morgan killed it. Everyone killed it in their performances. One of the best acting I've seen in any episode of The Walking Dead. Guys, get in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Were you right with your predictions? I know some of you guys read the graphic novel, so you knew who it was. But definitely get in the comment section. Let me know any thoughts you had about episode 1. And until the next video, I'm going to catch you guys then.